Hello, good day. My name is Joshua N. Manatad, and now I discussing and demonstrate the basic operation of different radar, control, display indicator, and function of Bridgemaster E-radar according to manufacturing operating manual. First is the operate main control. When you want to turn on the radar, just press the on and off button to put the radar on the standby mode. When in standby mode, short press will be switched to the radar to transmit. And when press the transmit mode, will switch to the radar to standby mode. Second is on-screen cursor display. The cursor will help you to identify what what key on the radar you're pressing, and it helps you to identify what key of radar you pressing it. Third is selecting mode of operation. Radar standby. In the standby mode, a number of functions are available which allow the display to be set up for operation. Next is the transmit mode. The normal operation mode, the antennas is rotating and the receiver transmit the received radar pulse and enable radar picture to display. And for number 4 is setting up the user specified data display. And the initial position of our vessel is latitude 50 degree 55.3 minutes north and long 1 degree 30.5 minutes east, and the speed is 14.6 knots, and the vessel course is 047 degree true north, and the weather condition is good visibility, moderate sea, and patchy raining. And for speed mode, we're selecting for speed to the water, or in acronym is STW. Sixth, selecting of radar, presentation, and motion mode. When stabilized and unstabilized. When unstabilized, the display is head up, or the acronym in our radar presentation is H up, and pressing the key while unstabilized will change the display to north up, or in our radar the acronym is N up, and when pressing the key while the north up will change the display to course up, the acronym is C up, and subsequent pressing of the key will switch the display between C up and north up. A double press of the key in CRS up give us a CRS up reset. A long press of the key while C up or north up will change the display to unstabilized, or in our acronym is head up and H up. When we're selecting the our related motion, or TRRM, when the relative motion, a short press of the key change the display to true motion, or in our radar the acronym key is TM for true motion. If TM is selected, only true up of of course up may be selected. A long press select relative motion, or the acronym for our radar is RM. If RM is selected, either the stabilize and unstabilize may be selected. And for our radar, we choose the related motion of the true motion, and for our stabilized and unstabilized, we choosing the unstabilized display or the head up, or in our radar is H up. And for 7 is the transceiver selection. When we want, or we are the officer or what the deck watch of the bridge, we are choosing the we are the number one, what we are choosing or what we prepare of using in our radar. But we have two radars in our deck, then we choose the X band and S band in both radar. But you can choose one only in one radar. For example, for radar number one, we choose the S band for the radar. And in our radar, we choosing the S band radar. For number 8, the brilliance control, for adjusting the brilliance of the radar and for what we prepare of the radar display, what we want, day or night. First is the panel drill, the key or the key in the radar to set the brilliance of the control panel in illumination. And next is the display drill to set the brilliance of the display. Use this control in junction with day or night key. Next is the range, scale, and range rings. Rings. First is the rings. Operating the key, select between the range rings on and off. And if we want to put the rings on our radars, you can only press the on button to turn on the rings. And for next is the range selector. And have if we want to have the closer look of our radar or the outer look, we can just press the plus key of the range selector for adding the range of the radar in visual of the radar in our bezel. Here's the example. Then if we want to zoom out the range or lessen the range of the selector in rings, we can just press the minus sign of the selector. And for 11, setting of video processing control. First, and first is the gains to vary the level of the radar signal display on the screen. And next is the C with to reduce the clutter appearing on the display due to the radar signal from the sea surface. And next is the rain to reduce the clutter appearing on the display due the radar signal from the rain. And we can also tune the receiver when AFC is turned off. When we want not to see the appearing clutch of the in the radar of the gain, sea, and rain, we can just put in manual to reducing the appearing of the gain, sea, and rain. And also we can just put in automatic. For 12 is the setting of the video and picture display. First is the temporarily hiding the headline heading. The heading line can be removed temporarily to view more clearly something which is on or close to the line. First is the position the screen cursor over the HL soft key. Second is press the hold down the left key, the line together, which of all the synthetic with the video circle remain hidden as long as the key is held down. Third is release the key to return the line and synthetic to the video circle. Next is the off centering the picture. The default picture is with own shape placed at the center of the video circle. However, the picture can be off certain by dragging on shift to view position with the video circle as follow. The video display can be off centered up to 2/3 of the range scale radius. First, position the video cursor over own shift position. Second is press and hold down the left key. Third step is drag on shift to require off center position. Fourth is release the key. And next is the centering the video display. The center soft key located near the bottom right hand corner can be used to redo the display with own shift center of the video circle or the reposition the own shift to maximum view along shift course. And here's the key in the radar. The key is the word center. Just press that and the your ship is centered on the display. And maximum view. For maximum view, just first is position the screen cursor over the center soft key. Second is right click to reveal pop-up menu contain the max view option, and left click to select max view or right click to close the menu when without further action. And here's the pick of example. And next is the 13 EVLs, ERBLs, and BRMs. EVL on-off button. It refers to as the electronic bearing indicator or EBI or electronic bearing marker or EBM. It's make the form of the a continuous or dashed line which generate electronically to barrier electronic line. It's utilized to obtain the bearing information mainly used when on chip is not located in the center of the display. EVL control use the position the electronic bearing line into required position. EBL display indicator. It indicates the value of the EBA in digital form used as a bearing value, true or relative. BRM on off button. The barrier maker or the ring is used to obtain the distance from the sweep center to any position on the display. Next is the BRM control is used to position the variable range marker into required range, and EBL2 or BRM2 centered control reposition from the origin of the center of to any location along the video circle. BRM display indicating the value of BRM digital form used as a target range value in nautical miles.